Today I wanted to show you guys the proper way to hold a pencil when you're drawing and some techniques you can do to make your lines cleaner and straighter. So first off, the way that you hold a pencil is by putting it right here, resting on your middle finger, and you put down your pointer finger to clench it, and it should be nice and supported there. It shouldn't shake out. And then you use your thumb finally as that final layer of support. So you just hold down like that, put your thumb down, and you should have this kind of a grip when you draw. Just like that, just to show every angle how it should look like.
Is there any bad ways to hold a pencil?
There are, technically, you can hold a pencil however you'd like. Some people do it like this. Some people do that. There's some funky ways out there, but it's important to have this grip because it puts less strain on your wrist, because you can set it down and you can draw just like this. Doing it like this will put more tension because you're making a fist. And having the least amount of tension with the most amount of control is the best way to hold a pencil. And that's what this grip gives you. On that note, whenever you're making a line, you don't need to push down very hard to make a mark. If you just drag it, you will get a line. If you put too much pressure down, you not only risk breaking the tip of the pencil, but you'll also put strain on your wrist, which could lead to injury if you have long-term strain on it and you draw your lines too hard.
If I can't use my wrist, then what do I use to draw better?
Unfortunately, you have to use your wrist while drawing. This is the best and most effective way to draw. Now, to start off, there's some exercises that you can do to better your control of the pencil, because if you're not used to drawing like this, you might find that when you put down a line, it's not exactly how you wanted, or maybe you find it awkward to hold it like this. So one way is to just practice making straight lines in a row. This is something you can do before you start a drawing. And what it does is it practices and trains the muscles in your hand to get used to making straight lines. And so you can do it this way too. And you can do diagonal lines. Whichever ones that you think you will be doing, you should practice. On that note, you could also make rectangles or ellipses. And this is important because in drawing, you often have to make curved lines. And to practice that, ellipses are the most useful technique. If you're having trouble doing a drawing and you feel like you're still not making any headway in getting control over your lines, one thing you can do is just connect the dots. If you have to draw a curve that's too difficult for you, you can break it down into points. So I'll make one point here, and a second point here, and a third point here. And all I'm going to do is fill them in and make a curve. And this way, you could do a curved line and plan it out before you draw it, so you have more of a chance of getting the actual line that you wanted. If you keep doing exercises like these, soon you'll be able to draw lines exactly how you imagine them, and this is going to help you draw any pictures in the future with more expertise.